Hey Titans, today's January 15th and you're watching Cen10 News. I'm Mitchell Greger.
And I'm Rhea Saldana. Hey, did you know we have this Monday off?
Yeah, but I'm not sure why.
It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Thanks to technology, Micah sat down with an extremely important figure from the civil rights movement to talk about his roles during that time.
Hello Titans, this is Micah Creighton with Cen10 News. This past week I was able to talk to attorney Fred Gray. He was the attorney for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the late Rosa Parks. I was able to FaceTime him from Tuskegee, Alabama, and ask him about black rights and the upcoming holiday, Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
Civil rights in America has made great advances because of men like you and Dr. King. What events led you to get involved in the civil rights movement?
When Dr. King spoke at Hope Street Baptist Church that evening, we knew that the plans we had made were correct and he was the right person for the movement, and that was the beginning of the civil rights movement.
Mr. Gray furthermore talks about his point to fight and defend blacks in this country.
So do you feel that racism and racist practices still exist in our society today? And how can my generation continue to fight for equality?
See, this country has never really faced up to the race problem. 400 and some years of slavery, segregation, and discrimination has not ended in the last 60 years. I think the disparity in almost any aspect of life, whether it's medical care, or infant birth, or employment, or housing, you will find that there's a tremendous disparity between the minorities and the majorities. I think that the young generation today can do the same thing that our generation, the same thing that Claudette Colvin did. She just recognized it was wrong and she was willing to take a stand. You have to be willing to work with other people and cooperate. See these problems, then seek ways and means of solving them. I think the younger generation, with a lot more education, a lot more training, a lot more technology than we had, are in a better position, or should be in a better position to solve these problems.
It was a great honor and a great privilege to talk to a living legend. This is Micah Creighton, Cen10 News.
The world is going crazy for these hot new hoverboards, and they are quickly becoming a must-have item.
But they aren't all fun and games. Zach has more on a dangerous defect that could cut your ride short.
Hey guys, as you know, hoverboards are the hot new item, but there are some negative side effects to owning them, such as catching fire while charging, or in extreme cases, they've even exploded. We did some research to find out why they're catching on fire, and it's due to either overcharging or a harsh use of the hoverboard. We also found some tips to help prevent the fire. Only plug it in to charge for the amount of time provided in the owner's manual, and don't abuse the hoverboard. If you follow these 2 steps, you should be good and safe to purchase them from these stores. They are available at Walmart, Target. It is also available at Bed Bath & Beyond in black, red, and blue. It is also available at Academy in blue and red. Additionally, FISD has recently established a new rule on all FISD campuses that hoverboards are not allowed. This has been Zach Jarrett with Cen10 News.
Serves them right. They don't even hover.
Anyways, have you gotten a chance to check out theater's production of High School Musical?
No, I haven't. I hope to go this weekend. Meanwhile, Kristen has some behind-the-scenes action on the new play.
Yesterday was the opening night of High School Musical, the musical, an onstage version of the movie we all know and love from Disney. I got the chance to talk with some of the cast members about their experience in the musical.
Hi, I'm Cole. I'm playing Troy in High School Musical.
Hi, I'm Hannah Mansfield and I play Sharpay.
Hi, my name is Teresa Burleson and I play Taylor McKessie.
Hi, I'm Heather King and I'm playing Gabriella in High School Musical.
What I've enjoyed about playing Taylor McKessie is the fact that she's very opposite of me and like my personality and style-wise and everything, so it's really fun that I get to play a character that's not like myself.
Something I've really enjoyed about playing Gabriella and just being in the play in general is getting to know everyone, and it's just a very different experience because I've watched this movie growing up and I've always loved it, and my friends know it, and now that I'm actually in the play, it's weird getting to be the character and become that character and just see it all come to life. So the play is actually a lot different than the movie, which people wouldn't expect. There's a lot of extra scenes, there's an extra song with Troy and Gabriella.
Dancing is very difficult, and I have to wear really high heels. So that's a bit of a struggle, and I have to do just a lot of movement.
Some challenges that I face are definitely learning lines because this is my first play at Centennial.
What I've learned from the show is really just, how everybody has different strengths and weaknesses, but when you guys come together, it really can make something really beautiful and stuff like that.
Being in the show has definitely grown me as a person because it's made me step out of my comfort zone because I'm not used to doing these type of things. So I've enjoyed becoming the character, getting to know everyone, and just stretch out of my little comfort circle.
Expect really awesome, kind of awkward 2006 humor. So I mean, it's pretty fun.
The audience can expect fun times and memories from Disney Channel.
If you weren't able to catch the show yesterday, you can come today at 7 or tomorrow at 2 o'clock or 7. This is Kristen Espinosa, Cen10 News.
This year, Centennial has come up with a brand new program to help out our seniors while preparing for college.
Deborah found out just what exactly Return of the Titans is.
Last week, some of our alumni returned to Centennial to talk to the seniors about what college is like. The seniors found out what Centennial helps you prepare for and some of the things that one has to prepare for on their own.
I think what I did not take advantage of when I was in high school is studying. I skimmed through most of my textbooks, if I even opened them, and I didn't study for any quizzes or anything. Although I made good grades on those assignments and tests, once I got to college, it was kind of like a come-to-Jesus moment where I needed to learn how to study and how to properly study in order to get good grades.
I wish I had actually learned how to properly take a class. High school was really, really easy for me, so I didn't really do much except show up and take the tests and just do the worksheets. I never really had to put a lot of effort in. But in college, you definitely have to put effort in. So I would say even if high school is easy for you, take the time to learn how to actually study for a test. Even if you're satisfied with getting a 90 with no effort, try to push for a 95, because it'll help in college when you're not pushing for a 95, but you just really need to pass a class.
Important thing to look into when applying or even just considering a university would be the cost efficiency. So what are you paying for what you're going to get? It sounds a little cold, but if the program that you want is somewhere, and it's a great program, but you're going to have to pay too much for it, it's not worth it. You could go somewhere else for a decent or similar program. So weighing out what you're willing to pay for what the benefit will be, because you'll find connections no matter where you go, and you need to remember that when you're considering these things. Personal discipline is something that a lot of people lack, especially in high school, in this coddled environment where you have your parents and teachers encouraging you, and rightfully so, to do well. But that's all taken away when you go off to a university, when you go off to a college. You have to self-motivate to do what's expected of you. It's not just to go on above and beyond, which you should do, but to meet the standard, you're the only person that's going to make you do that.
Now here's Connor with sports.
Hey Titans, this is Connor with your weekly sports. Last Tuesday, the boys basketball team unfortunately fell to Little Elm 44-49 in overtime. Jonathan Washington brought the game into an overtime and ended with 28 points scored. Then, on Friday, the Titans found themselves in yet another overtime game against the Colony and couldn't hold out with a final score of 53-60. Jonathan Washington again led the Titans with 21 points. The Lady Titans faced the same schedule, first facing Little Elm. Unfortunately, they were not able to win, losing 68-43. Mallory Adams had 23 points in the loss. They also took on the Colony on Friday and were able to pull out the victory, winning 47-32. Ariane Hodges scored 17 points in the winning effort. Good job, Titans. Both teams head to Heritage tonight to take on the Coyotes. Soccer kicked off their season last Friday, defeating Wichita Falls Rider with an overwhelming 6-0 victory. Keegan McCombie, Jack Braley, and Will McLeod all had 1 goal apiece. The boys also take on Heritage tonight here at Centennial. The girls' soccer team also played on Friday, and they ended the game in a 1-1 tie with Garland Lakeview Centennial. They also played this Tuesday and defeated the Knights 5-2. Tyler Sweat led the Lady Titans with 2 goals. The girls will also be playing Heritage. Whether you prefer soccer or basketball, make sure to come out and support your Centennial sports teams, Titans. That's all for your sports update.
Hey Titans, DECA and HOSA are in a joint fundraiser to raise money for the American Heart Association. We are selling shirts right now for $15 on My Payments Plus until the 20th. Then from the 20th to the 5th, we will be selling shirts at lunch and at the Titan Spirit Shop.
After that, on January the 20th, we're hosting a Chick-fil-A night, where Chick-fil-A will donate 15% of all their proceeds to the cause. And lastly, the big day, the Red Out Day, where we want all the students to wear the Red Out shirts to support the cause and the basketball team.
That's all for this week, Titans.
Have a good 3-day weekend.